interesting. 100 points on the Nifty straight off the bat. 300 on the Sensex nearly is what you have. So this is a strong start after a very strong close yesterday. Overnight, Nasdaq up 1%, S&P at a new high. And of course, I mean, you know, the bounce that we saw yesterday as well. The market defending 20-day, and there is a bit of a leg up. This is coming in right now. Lots of stuff moving around. Market breadth is very positive, and I think you've got the Nifty Bank, which is up 300 points straight off the bat, about 0.7% higher on the Nifty Bank. But Sonia has walked across to the wall with more rates. Sonia.
Well, thanks a lot for that. As you said, it's a really good start for the market. Just look at that. The Nifty is now up about 130 odd points. Up 0.6%, holding on very well to that 22,100 mark. You have the Nifty Bank that is up almost 370 points, so pretty strong over there. It's a 1% rally on the Nifty Bank. Now let's look at the auto stocks, because we've had two numbers that have come in. Bajaj Auto's numbers were not bad at all. In fact, the exports have also grown 10%. Overall numbers are up 24%. Bajaj Auto is the big mover right now, 1.5% higher. The street likes those numbers. On the flip side, actually, it's Escorts that is a bit worrying because the numbers are down. And not only that, you have the management commentary, which is on the weaker side. So Escorts not doing that well. The rest of the auto companies will definitely be in focus ahead of their numbers today. So Maruti is up about 1%. M&M is the other one I'm watching. Passenger vehicles in general is expected to be quite good. And then you have something like TVS Motor, which has been outperforming the sector for a while. Let's move across now to CG Power and Tube Investments, which is the big story of the morning. Of course, CG Power in pre-opening was up about 8%. There you have it. The cabinet approving establishment of 3 semiconductor units has definitely gone down well with the street. Of course, it's a long gestation period project, so it will take 3 years for the plants to come on stream. Tube Investments is also up almost about 3%. Let's move on to Hindalco. Very interesting report from CLSA where they have upgraded Hindalco to a buy. They have a target price of 635 on Hindalco. They say following a sharp correction, they believe the concern is overdone. So Hindalco is seeing some amount of buying action. On the downside, Aurobindo Pharma, the US FDA has issued 7 observations for one of its facilities, so down 0.3%. Nomura has a reduce on Gujarat Gas with a target price of 505, so just keep an eye out on that stock. And then you have CMS Info Systems in some of the smaller companies, where the CEO of CMS Info has raised his stake in the company, and hence the street likes that, up about 2%. And I'm also just, take a quick check on the hospital companies. Yesterday, Apollo Hospitals was under quite a bit of pressure. This morning, Jefferies has put out a note where they say that the fall is overdone and it's a good time to buy, but the street doesn't feel that way. Apollo Hospitals down an additional 2.5%. Fortis Health, look at Max Health, 6.5% knockdown there. So clearly the street is very concerned about this space. But overall, it has to be said that this is a fabulous opening. I think the market is reacting to that very strong GDP number as well. It's gotten some additional wings. Back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Sonia. Well, a few more stocks that I'm looking at. Landmark Cars, that one has received a letter of intent from MG Motor India for opening a dealership in Madhya Pradesh in Ujjain, I think. So that one, in fact, is up close to around 8%. Big move is what we're seeing on that one. Zomato is flying away. That's up close to around 4% as we speak. So good up move is what we're seeing out there. Hudco as well up close to around 2%. These are some of the top volume movers in trade today. Vedanta, they didn't get a green signal to open the Tuticorin smelter. Not priced in terms of an SODV, but that's a sentiment negative that we're seeing. So that's why that stock is down close to around 1% or thereabouts. You have Craftsman Automation as well. They had informed the exchanges yesterday that they have started commercial operations at one of their new units. So that explains why that stock as well is doing pretty well. And some of these metal-related plays are bouncing back. So SAIL, it saw a sharp correction, I think, from around 145 odd to around 120 rupees. Now that stock has bounced up close to around 4% in today's trading session. Tata Steel as well holding with a gain of close to around 2%. So good opening. The Nifty Bank, by the way, is on the verge of moving towards that 46,600 odd mark. That's the 50 DMA. Let's see if it can get past that mark.
Absolutely. And, Borosil Renewables, just a few other names, right? So it's a strong start, no doubt. 140 higher is what you have. Paytm is up about 4%. So 420. I mean, I think last 2 days, I think yesterday it did bounce from the day's low, but so back at about 420 right now. Borosil Renewables is up about 7.5%, so it's looking good. Adani Green will come up on your screen. Adani Green is up about 3.5%. There is, Suven Pharma, I think we mentioned 9% higher now, 686. I think we did mention SAIL and CG Power, both are looking good. Medanta is up about 4% or so. So that's a hospital company which is up, unlike some of the others, I think like Max, etc., which I think are lower. Landmark is up about 6%. Keynes is up 4%. There is Anantraj, which is up about 3.5%, a small name really. So yeah, it's a vibrant screen, and lots of stuff moving around, and market breadth is very firm. 6:1 is the advanced decline ratio straight out of the gates this morning. The one large volume-led loser is Max, which is coming off very sharply, 741. And if you think about it, I think the recent high, I think, 2 or 3 weeks back was about 900 plus. So that's taken a knock. Berger Paints, I was sort of talking about this, with Mitesh earlier. Berger is the third largest volume-led loser. It surged about 7% yesterday on the back of course, competitive intensity, the paint space, etc. Kalyan Jewelers is down about 2%. You've got GPT Health, which is down about 3%, 194. Coming up with volumes, by the way. And you've got something like a Jyoti Laboratories, which is down about 4% or so as well. So that is the sort of broader picture, lay of the land, as we are starting this morning with the open.